The Watcher of Cadnua. I expected you'd find us eventually. I'm a little more surprised to find you're still carrying that abomination around. I imagine Consulhalt is better company without his tongue. I sent a scout. Her task was to follow you, no more. But her death was always a possibility. One she accepted. I am Lengroth. As was my predecessor, he too lives on in me. We are all, you see, Lengroth. Lengroth knew something Consulhalt did not. The brevity of life should be embraced, not feared. Each generation brings with it renewed strength and saves us from stagnation. When his time came, Lengroth was willing to let go, to leave his memories and body behind. He entrusted the gift of his life force, his vibrant spirit, to a worthy successor. Consulhalt clung to his pathetic existence like a leech. And there are others like him, who would see all the world serve as kindling, if only their flame can go on burning. Consulhalt's knowledge cannot outlive him. You misunderstand. A wolf devouring a hare has done nothing outside its nature. One life feeds the next. Ours is the work of generations, many minds coming together to strengthen one another. If copper wire and glass tubes were enough. Still, if the day ever comes that an animancer should rival Consulhalt's middling competence, I expect we will pay them a visit.
Don't underestimate the dangers of rampant incompetence, Lengroth.
More than that, to ensure it could never be replicated. You yourself could easily have become the latest tool in Consulhalt's efforts to thwart the wheel and place himself beyond the reach of time. He would have used your very essence for fuel. A lesser death than you deserve, I think. But you made it out. In truth, I am glad you came. It saves me the effort of chasing you. Think on it. You must have seen how desperately Kith cling to their lives, what measures they're willing to take to ensure theirs is the consciousness that lingers longest. The Phylactery was to be Consulhalt's great triumph over death. All the evil that Kith have done in search of falsehoods would pale in the face of what they will do for the truth. These two? They're quite young, but already appallingly bright. There's no greater aim than to leave behind a lasting legacy, to teach those who will learn.
Lengroth's teachings are interesting. We will strengthen our souls as they do. Morgeth will be our home for eons.
And for killing him, at least, I do thank you. But you should not have interfered. Commander Ballerin would have brought me the Phylactery. All of this could have been avoided. Discretion. It would hardly have been ideal to fly in atop Gavanerkos and get the attention of every dragon hunter in the region. I'd heard the bannermen were competent. It turns out that you're more competent. It only takes one. It's not as if you'll understand for very long, but as you wish. His memories, his awareness, those died with him, but his power remains. As a watcher, you must have seen by now that certain spirits possess more strength than others. His knowledge we secure in the usual way. It is my hope that we will someday spread Lengroth's teachings beyond our numbers.
Your books are too small to read. Better to learn it in song. No, no singing.
A great deal of study, and a little magic. Once a suitable candidate has been selected, their predecessor gives up his life and essence, and the soul is transferred. I studied for many years and was selected, but at any step I might have turned away, buried myself in common living. My choice was to stay. Not at all. The energy of souls is a natural force all around us. Every being leaves traces of their passing, even as their essence finds root in new soil. We accept that the cycle exists, and that death will come. It is what we leave behind that matters, a life bettered by our efforts. Intruders, mostly. How pleasant it would be to live in a world where nothing unfortunate ever happened to those who didn't deserve it, don't you think?
That would be dreadful.
No, not at all. Oh, he and the original Lengroth were distantly aware of each other, I'm sure, being masters in their field. I learned of his obsessions too late. Perhaps if we'd been on better terms, I could have convinced him to reconsider. Too late in any case. My apologies, Consul Hot. Why? Because it's quiet, out of the way. The local wildlife keeps out the rabble. I've never minded being out in the open air, but some of the apprentices found it difficult at first. But a bright young mind that can't survive contact with blood and dirt will fare very poorly in this world. A curious mind is a gift. Perhaps your soul will retain that quality. Better luck on the next turn of the wheel, my friend. I'm sure you'll be remembered.
I've never eaten a watcher before.
Hey.
Worth and rock!
I will.
them!
I am no use!
Death to our enemies!
That's not helpful.
That was enjoyable.
enjoying him.
Take that! What is it?